Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause real recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tied up ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a G, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She bustin' to me like an athlete. She took with the G's, cause she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they're looking at me like they seen a UFO.
And here it is, one of the NFL's truly iconic stadiums, and the oldest one still in use. It's Soldier Field in Chicago. The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, going left. First play is to the air. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing from the gun here. Finds the in route complete. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Trying to force one through there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Let's go.
Pass play coming here. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. They're set up at the 35 now. They'll send him over right. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They are throwing it again. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll try and punch it in. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Working quickly here. Quick pass, right side, complete. He has the San Francisco touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, first and 10. Coming out throwing is Williams. He gets this to Tyler Scott. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, ball at the 36. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Back to the well again. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Pickup of 2 here. And that's a Chicago first down.
Here we go, shot.
Now here's Williams. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Ready,
First down throw by Williams. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third down, here's Williams. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a Chicago first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Let's go. Take go.
Another carry for him. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. They give it to him again. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Bears finish off their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series. And then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. From the 27. It is caught left side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Plowing up the middle. And he's able to work this down to the 41. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Back-to-back carries here. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Running this one left. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Looking for a throw here. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Fourth and 3, drive on the line. Back to throw, needing a first. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Well, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Hand off to the back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. To throw it on 1st down. He's got a man left. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They'll run here on 1st down. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 79 Broncos.
He's dropping back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
The give here on 2nd. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go.
This one's to Schultz, out right side. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The 49ers with the football. They've held them out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Up and good from Joseph. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Williams from the gun. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Fits it through the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Bears 1st down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
it on first. It's second down. Working from the gun, Williams. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And the 49ers in a dime set now. Third down coming.
Set.
To throw, Williams. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Set.
Williams throwing on fourth. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Has a hole left, room to run. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. You get a pick-6, you get a pick-6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick-6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Extra point is up and good from slot. And the 49ers push their lead to 3. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Some good work on that return, Brock. Gets this up to the 33. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. After the pick, here's Williams. That's complete. Here's Scott. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down, Williams. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Looking for the back that time. So second down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. He'll throw it yet again. Completed here to Kmet. And that will not be enough for a first down. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the left hash, 34 yards away. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Starting from the 5. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
Hey, we're dead even here through 2 quarters, and you know exactly what that means. That means both coaching staffs emphasized coming out strong here to begin the second half. Well, that return puts you in great position to do so, and maybe even take control of this game.
On first down, they'll run. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go now.
Now Williams. Dumps it off to his running back. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
At that down and distance, this group is pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Kmet brings it in. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Let's go.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Man in motion here. From the 31. The pass ball is incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Got to stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Go.
Williams will look to throw. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Out of the pistol, Williams. Brought in right side. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain. But boy, Brock, what a shot.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
They motion the slot man right. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
Now it's second and goal from the 1.
Here we go, set.
They'll send him up the middle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. Third down.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the loss and make a difficult fourth down decision.
And he's brought down for a loss.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Ready, set.
Big play here, tie game, and here comes fourth and goal.
Set up. Go.
Final shot here, right side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And he will not get there. They stop him on fourth and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bears get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Backed up on their own goal line, Brock. A bit surprising to me that they decided to throw for it there.
Yeah, I think where they were at certainly played a role in that eventual interception. You know, coaches will say, play fast but never in a hurry. That sure felt hurried all the way along, and it led to that turnover.
Escapes the puck, and he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears parlay the interception into points. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Running back, motioning right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with third and long. Steadily keeping him involved in their passing game, Brock, but that throw now didn't work out the way his earlier targets have.
It kind of felt like, you could see that from the booth, this defense was sick and tired of this running back catching the ball. A whole lot more active in their coverage, and somebody was ready to finally separate the football when it arrived.
Throw on third down. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Bears will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
They're out and set, first and 10.
Come on, set.
To throw is Williams. This one's caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Set.
Quick throw left side, complete. And in for the Chicago touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears double their lead to 14. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Give now to the running back. And he'll take this up to around the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up second and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's second and 7. Bails out of the pocket quick. That one is swatted away, incomplete, but there's a flag down in the secondary, and I think they're going to get somebody here for holding. And they're going to go ahead and let the play stand as it happens. They decline the penalty. The Bears into the nickel for third down. They send him left out of the slot. Throwing on third and long. And they pick him off again. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back with a pick 6. I think it's safe to say, Brock, this defense isn't just trying to defend a lead. They are trying to eliminate all doubts. And to that end, a big play to take that interception back for 6.
I think it's very easy for fans to see when an offense goes dormant and conservative and plays it safe. But defenses fight the same challenge, Cade, and kudos to that defensive coordinator. Don't be reckless, but this defense has earned the right to be aggressive.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick 6. This one's to Schultz out right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a 49er first down. Look into the air here. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Called in left side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Pass play now. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, or you can find pay dirt.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Receiver in motion, headed right. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Ready.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Set.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Go. Go.
Working from the gun, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Come on, set.
Slot man in motion right. Williams from the gun. Dump off caught by his back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third and just 2 to go. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's a Chicago first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
All right, here we go. Second down. Back to the well again. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing now from the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Here we go, set.
Here's Williams. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers have some new life in the 4th. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
To throw it on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Throwing now on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
They kick the running back in motion. Forced out to his right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Dropping back to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Let's go.
Quick throw right side. And he works this to the 38 before going down. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on fourth.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Throwing it again here. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Disaster averted, thank goodness. He covers it up himself, but time's still running off here. They gotta go. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long.
Go.
Trying again, following the sack. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Throwing now. Trying to push it deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And now they're staring at fourth and long.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth.
Set. 19 right.
Looking to throw it. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a fourth down stand.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Right up the gut. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Here we go.
They give it to him again. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. And the 49ers in a nickel set. Third down coming.
Here we go, set.
Another carry for him. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. But, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Penalty not helping their cause for this third down.
Check. Ready.
Running it after the penalty. And he's got this down to the 40. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Complete out to the right. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Go now.
2nd and 8. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They're throwing it. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Let's go. 60 average. 60 average. Last thing, 19. 40, 70.
Desperation time here on 4th. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So the Bears come away with the win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other.